Easter. We've been on a journey. We've been on an amazing journey, those who've participated in our Lenten journey. This booklet, 40 Days of Letting Go, I will continue to use this year because it is amazing. You could just turn to any page and you go, oh, let go of anxiety, let go of anger. Turn to another one. Oh, let go of obligation, let go of outdated beliefs. I didn't know there were so many things I could let go. I could let go of even the clicker not working. This is our Easter resurrection. Now, I've learned a lot from this booklet by doing it over this 40 days. Have any of you discovered things for yourself? Anyone raise your hand and share what's come up for you by exploring this world of letting go? Anyone?
Well, like Gary, I've learned a new lesson every day, things that I know and just were present to me again. But it's the first time I've actually done the Lenten booklet all the way through, and that was pretty amazing to me. I didn't read this morning's, but I will before the day is over. So I got a lot out of it. I think there's so many things we can let go of, and it gives you some inkling of what some of those things are.
Yes, thank you, Kathy.
Yeah, what it reinforced for me is that spiritual growth is a one day at a time process for the rest of my life. Because that's a lot of stuff to let go of, and there's more. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I haven't. Good morning.
Good
I
morning.
haven't read the book. Just from the mere fact of letting go, there's just two other words that I have learned to do is let God.
Beautiful. It's so true. So true. Anyone else? You might think I'm just delaying because I have no idea what I'm going to talk about today. It could be true. But I love hearing from you, and I receive so much because I forget to let go of things. I forget that I don't have to hold on to everything. I'm a keeper. I'm a lover. I love things. And as soon as I love something, I've got it. Ever notice that? Yes. And there's a lot to love. And as we love God and we love the journey that we are awaking to this day, we are particularly prepared for this time. Now, I want you to observe that another word for resurrection is transformation. So, happy Transformation Day. We start with Scripture. This is one of my favorite passages in the Bible. It's Romans 12, verse 2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your minds, so that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. One of the things that's true about us is we are made of the dust that this world is. We're also made from the eternal essence and presence of God. And it's our ability to think with our minds and think with our hearts, to identify the truth that exists eternally, rather than with the sense and the relative of the world that we live in. If you look at the world as a mirror of who you are, you might not think you look so good. It might be a little challenging. But if you look at God as a mirror of who you are, everything is good, acceptable, and perfect. Right in the alignment. And the transformation we're awakening to, because happy Resurrection Day, this is the day we've taken 40 days, and in that journey to awaken to the truth that we know the truth. We're not foggy about it. This is the renewing of our mind. And that mind is not just our brain, it's our consciousness, our oneness with God, our Christ consciousness that always knows the right path, that knows how to forgive and let go of the past. And so, we once again turn to the booklet. And this is the last page. Reverend Sandra Campbell she's an amazing woman. She works at Unity of the Temple, and she's the director of the Unity Urban School and brings forth amazing ministers into our movement. And here she says in our booklet, during this Lenten season, our days have been lengthened. Our lives transformed by the renewing of our minds. We have the power every day to transform our life experiences. Rise out above our past and turn problems into opportunities. Happy Resurrection Day. It's amazing that when we can come into awareness of what's going on in our life, we can take a choice of choosing love, choosing acceptance, choosing forgiveness, choosing to stop and pray and meditate. I discovered something this week that I'm not very happy to report, because I have lived 65 years thus far, although that'll change in June, not being allergic to anything. I'm a real Texan now. I don't know if it's mold or oak tree pollen, but it whipped me to bed. Challenge. And the first thought I had was, this can't happen to me. And you told me, but I didn't believe you. My doctor over there. Just happened, she's in the room. And I had to let go of. You know, there's this unwritten maximum. I'm a Unity minister, so of course none of that's going to happen to me. Which stands up about as long as, well, you blow on it and it falls over. Because I am no more powerful, no higher in spiritual advancement than any one of you. We're all in the same boat. We're all here together. And I have allergies. I need to schedule an allergy test so I know what I'm allergic to, because right now, anytime I go outside, I put a mask on because I'm afraid to breathe the air. I need to let go of that too. But fortunately in here, I'm okay. I'm breathing your air. Okay, this talk's going wherever it's going to go, which is always how it is, and I'm happy. Co-founder Charles Fillmore is an amazing man. He did great research and wrote many books, and what a wise man. Here he says, we must rise to the conscious realization that every thought of mind, every atom of body, every molecule of being, every function of nature, every force is divine, and that all these do and shall vibrate to the harmonies of spirit. This is the resurrection of man. There is no other. We must know with every cell and molecule of our being that we are one with God. And in that oneness, we have the power to forgive, to accept, to love, and to be of service, to bring about the world we want reflected to us. Are you ready to accept that in your life today? I can't hear you. Now I can hear you. And the truth is, we say that today, but we have to choose it again tomorrow, and again, and again, and again. Because we've been on autopilot going, I have no power over all of this. It's not my fault. Is anyone listening? Of course. Who's always listening? God. And that Christ consciousness. Our master teacher, Jesus, was quite clear in his teachings. He didn't say, well, maybe you'll find the kingdom of God in heaven within you. Maybe. No, it was clear. We have it all the time. It's ours to choose it and to live it now. Reverend Eric Butterworth was a powerful unity minister, led a huge church in New York City, and wrote many, many books. And I never met him, but I certainly love his writings. One of the things I love about his writings is it's plain English. It's the English that we speak. And so it's easy to understand. And here he says, Easter says to everyone, no matter what challenges you might be facing in your life, with the right attitude, you can go through them, even grow through them. No tomb of human despair can hold you back. That's so true. Everything that arises in our life is an opportunity for us to accept, to grow, maybe to walk around it, and realize that nothing is holding us back but our own choices. He continues to write, the Easter story suggests that it is more important to have something to look forward from. When we look forward from a consciousness of a unity with life, oneness with God, all work, play, relationships, and religion become inner-centered. I don't know why it is, every Sunday, the lesson reminds us that it's an inside job. We need to come home to the truth within us. Because whatever truth we identify as being our truth, that's what we're operating by. And as we grow in consciousness, as we awaken, that truth refines itself. And so we become more refined. It's the path of light. We become more concerned with what we can give to life than what life is giving to us. I'll read that again. We become more concerned with what we can give to life than what life is giving to us, and the resurrection becomes not just another miracle, but a timeless quality of life. The spiritual journey is one of transformation. The spiritual journey is an awakening to the truth, not to be better than, to become fully who we are. And in that, the journey awakens us. And each day we can choose how we're going to live our life. Happy Resurrection Day. Happy Transformation Day. Our Easter Resurrection. Thank you. The personal exploration this week is quite simple. And you can add to this list as you choose, but I've offered 5. Choose faith. Faith we can place fully in God and in our truth. Faith we can place fully in our fear. How are you going to choose to place your faith? Choose compassion. Compassion for others. Seeing where the need is. Extending a helping hand. We have so many opportunities to help. And choosing compassion is also being compassionate to yourself. Doing the best we can. Be easy on ourselves. Okay, so I'm going to sleep 14 hours today. Gentle. Choose mindfulness. Mindfulness is, I like the word mindfulness, because not only does it connote to take time in prayer and meditation, to set aside all the stuff and listen and be peace and tranquil. Mindfulness also is to remember to do one thing at a time. To live in integrity. To say what we're going to do and do it. The 4th one is choose forgiveness. If we don't forgive it, we're going to carry it around with us until we do. And boy, have you ever noticed how heavy all those burdens can be when we carry them year after year after year after year? Forgiveness is not always giving the gift of forgiveness to others. It's forgiving ourselves. Forgiving and letting go. and we do not forgive once and then we're done, we need to forgive again and again and again. As Jesus said, how many times? 7 times 7, which basically means just keep doing it. And the last is choose gratitude. Choose thanksgiving. Choose to be grateful. Meister Eckhart, the great mystic, said, if the only prayer you ever said was thank you, it would be enough. Thank you. Thank you expands whatever we focus on. It's the magic in our life is gratitude. I'm so grateful for each of you for just being present today. So, if you choose to join me this week, allow these choices to help us on the journey. And go ahead and you might add something you choose. I choose to be happy today. I choose to breathe deeper today. I choose to allow God to guide me. That's a good choice. And let's let the journey be filled with the light of this shimmering presence that's always available to restore us, to renew us, and to bring us home. Namaste.